Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Happy watching.
With a handsome design and the requisite high-riding seating position, the 2025 Polestar 3 joins the flood of electric SUVs pouring into the market. Volvo's spin-off EV brand has produced only cars to date, though the Polestar 2 could be seen as either a tall car or a low-riding SUV. There will be no such confusion concerning the 3, which will go on sale sometime in the second half of 2024. We'll admit to being smitten with its streamlined roofline, prominent fenders, and dramatic wheel arches. The SUV's cabin looks rich too, with a clean design and high-end materials. Along with a rear-wheel drive model that'll join the party later, power is more than ample in the base 483 horsepower all-wheel drive model. For speed freaks, the optional performance trim boosts it to 510 horsepower and adds unique 22-inch wheels, summer tires, and a tweaked suspension system. The driving range is a decent 315 miles per charge for the standard model and 279 miles for the performance, and both can be charged quickly via a DC fast charging connection. It's also equipped with an array of active safety features, and Polestar has future enhancements planned that include Volvo's LiDAR technology, which will supposedly enable full self-driving sometime in the future. The company is also planning a second SUV called Polestar 4, which will be a fastback-bodied version of the 3. The Polestar 3 is the third entry in Polestar's slowly expanding lineup and the brand's first SUV model. The 3 will also be the first Polestar built in America, joining the S60 sedan and next-gen XC90 SUV at Volvo's new plant in South Carolina. The price of the 2025 Polestar 3 is expected to start around $69,000 and go up to $81,300 depending on the trim and options. Although the tuned-up performance model sounds enticing, we'd stick with the long-range dual-motor model, which at 483 horsepower is no slouch. Its range is longer than the performance models, and it also comes with a generous list of standard features for its first year on the market, including the contents of the Pilot package. That means tech features such as adaptive cruise control with lane centering and a head-up display are on every model. If you want high-end luxury touches such as a 25-speaker Bowers and Wilkins stereo and soft closing doors, order up the optional Plus package. If the Polestar 3's pricing seems steep, consider that rivals such as the Jaguar I-Pace and BMW 9 are similarly costly. A single-motor rear-wheel drive powertrain will eventually be standard. For now, the Polestar 3's default setup includes dual motors providing all-wheel drive. That's offered in two strengths. The base setup makes 483 horsepower, but the performance trim gets bumped to 510 ponies. We had the chance to drive of both versions in Europe and are happy to report both deliver snappy acceleration. Every 3 will come with an adaptive suspension system with active dampers and air springs, but the performance package includes a sport-tuned version of the suspension. Handling is surprisingly agile. A torque-vectoring rear differential helps curb understeer and gives the Polestar 3 a more planted feel through fast cornering maneuvers. When we get a chance, we'll take the new Polestar 3 to our test track and update the story with test results and more driving impressions. With its more robust electric motors, Polestar says the performance model will sprint to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. But after getting a chance to drive both models, we think that time is conservative and estimate that the long-range dual-motor trim will hit 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds and the performance trim will do it in as little as 4.2. All models come with the same 107.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack that can charge at up to 250 kilowatts on a DC fast-charging connection. Polestar says that is enough to get the battery charged from 10 to 80% in as little as 30 minutes. Once charged up to full, the long-range dual-motor model is said to deliver up to 315 miles of driving before needing to be rejuiced. The more powerful performance model's estimated range is slightly lower at 279 miles per charge. The EPA hasn't released fuel efficiency estimates for the Polestar 3 yet, but we expect it to be slightly less efficient than the Polestar 2 sedan. When we get a chance, we'll take the Polestar 3 on our 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy route and update this story with its test results. For more information about the Polestar 3's fuel economy, visit. Polestar has decked out its first SUV model with plenty of convenience and luxury features. All models come with a panoramic sunroof that bears an illuminated Polestar logo. A power rear liftgate is standard too, as are power front seats with heating, a 3-zone automatic climate control system, and an onboard air purifier. The interior design is clean and modern, and it features high-end materials that Polestar says are also eco-friendly and sustainable. The optional Plus package adds niceties such as a power-adjustable steering wheel with heat and soft closed doors. Cargo space is less generous than in some other similarly sized SUVs, and the Polestar 3's front trunk, or frunk, is a disappointing 1 cubic foot cubby that's good only for storing the SUV's portable charging cables. A large 14.5-inch infotainment display is standard and runs Polestar's latest Google-based infotainment interface. A secondary 9.0-inch display serves as the Polestar 3's gauge cluster. The system is overall fairly intuitive, although the lack of physical buttons will irk some drivers. We expect to see Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard features, and we know that all models will come with in-dash navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, and 4 USB-C charging ports. A 25-speaker Bowers and Wilkins stereo system is part of the optional Plus package. A host of driver assistance features are standard on every Polestar 3 model, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot monitoring, automatic high-beam headlamps, and a driver monitoring system. Later on, a LiDAR system will become an option, which Polestar says will open up capability for even more advanced semi-autonomous systems. For more information about the Polestar 3's crash test results, visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Thank you for subscribing and liking, commenting. See you in the next video.